Okay, you're not, okay, that's called the tu quoque fallacy, right?
Well, you just use the word objective as
Do you know what tu quoque is?
Yes.
Okay, you just committed it.
No, I didn't, sir.
Okay, you said, okay, look, if you're going to bicker with me like a teenager, that's the fastest way to get kicked. You just committed the tu quoque fallacy. You said, and neither can you.
Okay.
Okay, now, when you said, and neither can you, what can I not do that you also cannot do?
You do not have an objective morality. The word objective.
No. It's broader than that now. We're talking about value judgments and judgments at all.
Right.
So when you said neither can do, you're making a type of value judgment. You're making an assessment. We're not just talking about mores. Value judgments are much broader and deeper than mores, right? So here's the problem. When you make a determination about God, when you say, oh, so God's giving you an infinite punishment for a finite crime, that's a great atheist slogan where you're trying to slander and defame God's plan of redemption. That's precisely what you're attempting to do. What you're trying to do is, with that type of cliche or slogan, that God is committing some type of wrongdoing. So what is the objective, identifiable principle or grounding in your world from which any determination will be made from? What will that be?
Personal morals, which are
okay. So all you're just simply saying then is,
sir, you say that
I believe because I believe God is unfair, therefore God is unfair. That's what your position is.
There is a God at all.
Okay? That's not the point.
But you don't
okay, sir. Listen. That's not the point now. What you're doing right now. Look, bicker with me like a 14-year-old when you're a grown-ass man, and I'll remove you.
Sir, I'm just.
If you want to disagree at length, I'll let you speak interrupted. Uninterrupted.
Okay.
But the point is simply this. You are telling me that the
punishment doesn't fit the crime, is what he's saying.
Yeah, that's right. What you're telling me is your determinations, whatever they are, and in this case, that God is somehow being unjust or unfair, that determination is rooted. The ultimate grounding for that is not something external to you, but your grounding is your mind. Is it true because you believe it?
True? What do you mean by true, sir?
Your determinations about anything in this world, including that God is unjust.
Conditional.
Is it true? Listen, I'm going to tell you one more time. Bicker with me like a teenager, and I'm going to remove you.
How is me answering a question bickering, sir?
Listen, is your determination about anything, and including the unjustness of God?
I don't believe exists.
You see, you're interrupting me. You're changing the subject again. If you're going to critique the God of the Bible, were he to exist, you can't play this bait and switch game. Oh, I don't believe in him.
I simply
look. Listen to me. If you and I are debating who's a better swordsman or lightsaber wielder, Darth Vader or Obi-Wan Kenobi, we both accept that they're fictional. But when we're debating who has the greater skills, we are discussing the issue under the parameters as though they existed. Mm-hmm. So you don't have the luxury to bait and switch and attempt to critique God as being unjust. And when I point out that you don't have a philosophical basis to make a judgment about God and then go, oh, but I don't believe in him, because that's a separate issue. That's a bait and switch.
I see.
Do you know what a bait and switch is?
Yeah.
Okay, so you baited and switched.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so when you make a judgment that God is unjust, right, and you cloak it in the verbiage, God gives an infinite punishment for a finite crime, that's the atheist cliche. What you're trying to say is, behind that verbiage, God is unfair and unjust, right? So what is the terminal starting point for any such determination, including that? What is it? Is it just simply what you believe?
Can I clarify my position, since I think you've misrepresented it?
Can you get closer to your microphone, please?
Yeah, sure. Can I clarify?
What is the terminal starting point for that judgment?
But, sir, you have committed a fallacy, which is the straw man fallacy.
What is your terminal starting point for that judgment?
You have misrepresented my position.
Okay. You are repeatedly dodging my reasonable question. You are making a determination.
Yeah.
And I want to know what its ultimate foundation is. What is it? If you dodge one more time, I'm going to remove you.
Yeah, answer Darth, Michael. Stop dodging.
I'm not.
See, this is what you atheists do. You dodge.
No, we don't. You ardent Christians, you insist.
Michael, you're bickering with Michael, how old are you?
50.
Okay, Michael, I'm 63. If you're a 50-year-old man, start acting like one.
I am acting like one.
No, you're not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have reprimanded you. Michael, I'm going to ask you one more time. When you make any determination at all, including that God is unjust, what is your ultimate foundation to make any determinations at all? What is it?
The morals that I live by.
No, you're not understanding. Okay, we're not talking about morals anymore because ethics have to have a metaphysical ontological grounding. Do you understand that last statement?
Okay, sure. Yes, I do.
Okay, so in metaphysics, listen carefully. In metaphysics, it's divided into at least three categories: ontology, epistemology, and ethics.
Right.
All of those three things are rooted in your metaphysic. Okay?
Yep.
Now, your epistemology and your ethics is going to be grounded in the ontology within the domain of metaphysics. So when you make a determination of any kind, including the sky is blue, or vanilla ice cream tastes good, especially when it's cold, or that God is being unjust, I want you to tell me what is your ontological foundation that provides for any and all determination. What is it?
I, like everybody else, live by an ethical moral code.
That's not an answer to my question. I'm not asking you about your ethics. I'm asking you about your ontology, which is the nature of being. Okay. So what is it?
Remember, I am an animal that was born.
He's asking for your ontology, right? For the grounding of these.
Sure, I understand exactly what he's saying, and the dodge here is on the part of Mr. Dawkins. Who,
Okay, I'm about to remove you now. I've warned you multiple times that you are dodging. What is the ultimate objective grounding? Listen, okay, have a nice day. 50-year-old going on 15. Bye.
This is a 50-year-old Darth. How's this a 50-year-old?
50 years old going on 13.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.